Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So in today's tutorial, I'll be showing us how to pad our princess dart bustier. So I've gone ahead to cut out my fabric and I've ironed a stay on it. I'll be using a medium wadding to pad my bustier today. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to mark my under bust. And from that under bust, I'll be coming down by half an inch. So that is where my wadding will stop. So I'll be folding my wadding now into two and be placing my middle piece on it, on fold also. So now make sure that the wadding stops on the half inch below the under bust. Then from the center front, where my neckline stops, I'll be coming down by 1 inch. This is to ensure that when we turn our middle part with lining, the wadding is not there. And from the other side, I'll be coming down by 8 inches. Then I'll connect the lines. Now I'm going to cut, leaving about 0.2 inches away from the fabric. So after doing that now, I'll open up my wadding and my fabric. I'll make sure the shining part of the wadding faces the back side of the fabric. And also make sure the wadding stops on the half inch below the underbust. Then I'll go ahead now and pin so the fabric and the wadding remains in place. So after pinning, I'll go ahead and do the same thing for the two sides. I'll fold my wadding again into two and trim out the excess part. I'll make sure the wadding starts on the half inch below the underbust. So the next thing I'll be doing now, I will take my center piece now and mark where my wadding starts on it, and I'll be marking that point too on the other side. Then I'm going to cut out, leaving about 0.25 inches away from the fabric. The next thing I'll do now is to mark my bust span plus half an inch to curve out the other side. So that is where my wadding will be stopping for the side piece. Then I'll cut out. Now, as I did for the middle part, the side with the glue will be facing, the shiny part of the wadding will be facing the wrong side of the fabric. And the wadding should stop half inch below the underbust. Then I'm going to pin. So I'm done pinning now. The next thing I'll do now is to go on my machine and match about 0.25 inches on the edge of the fabrics so I can make the wadding stay in place. So I've gone ahead to do that now. Then I'll be trimming out the excess wadding. So after doing that now, I'm going to be pinning my side piece to the center piece. Then I'll mark half an inch and sew all the way. I'll go ahead and do the same thing for the second side. I'll pin and sew half an inch. So this is what I have after sewing. So now I'll go ahead and iron. Firstly, I'll notch the under bust because of the curve there, so we can iron it out nicely. I'll notch the under bust, then I'll be using my tailor's ham or burstier ball, whichever one you call it. I'll be placing it under, then I'll be using my spray bottle to sprinkle water on the middle part, then I'll iron. So I'm going to iron it until the half-inch allowance lays flat. And I'll also make sure that my tailor's ham is well positioned under, so I can get a nice curve after ironing. So for this part now, I'll be setting aside my tailor's ham and ironing it on a flat surface because there's no curve there, no bust there. I'll also do the same for the upper part. I'll be ironing it too on a flat surface because there's no bust there. So you can see what I have now after ironing. I'll go ahead now and do it for the second part. So once I'm done with that now, I'll be turning my blouse over to the front side and I'll iron also. So because of the pressure of the iron on the front side, I don't like putting direct iron on it, so I will just place a little fabric on top to iron. So we can see how nice it's coming out. Then I'll go ahead and iron the lower parts without the fabric because the pressure is not as much on that part of the blouse. I'll also do that for the upper parts. Then I'll repeat the same process for the other side. Now this is what I have. So the tip to a long lasting burstier, I cut out my stay of about 2.5 to 3 inches the width and length of about 10 to 12 inches. Then I'll place my blouse on the tailor's ham again and place my hairstay on it. And the hairstay will stop on the underbust. It should not exceed the underbust. Then I will sprinkle water and iron again. So this tip helps the half-inch allowance there remain in place. So even when we wash our blouse, our bustier remains intact. So you can see how nicely it's coming out. Then I'll go ahead and iron it from the front also. After which I'll go ahead and do it for the other side also. So guys, if you've not subscribed yet to my channel, kindly do so and click the notification bell so you get updated anytime I post a video on this channel. I'll go ahead now and iron it on the lower part. I'll be placing my stay also on this part, and the stay should stop on the under bust. So now this is what I have after ironing, and you can see it came out very nicely. So kindly like this video and share. Thank you.